Okay, so I'm on the Olympus stand. I'm joined by Mark Thackara here. Mark, nice to see you,
Good
sir,
to see
as
you again.
always.
Yes.
Now, I have to say that this camera here has caused more conversations, shall we say, from customers asking when we're going to get it than a lot of cameras, and certainly anything from Olympus in the past.
Okay.
Is that kind of typical of the feedback you've had since actually it was announced?
I think it is. I think we've I was about to say over-promised, but I think we've promised that the system would eventually get to this point. And for a lot of people, when they bought into the E-M5, it was a lovely camera to use, but some people said it's a little bit slow, or it's not quite here. But this is the culmination of 10 years of development, and has crossed those things off the list as they've gone. And performance-wise, it's where it needs to be.
And that's the thing, is one hell of a powerhouse, isn't it? I mean, it's really, really quick, whether you're talking about frame rates here, talking about the autofocus, which is lightningly fast. You've got obviously the image stabilization on it, you've got weatherproofing. I mean, it is a really all-in-one action camera.
It is. And I think the issues for some people were, in the past, we did the weatherproofing very early. We did that on the E system, but it still was quite heavy compared to other things, perhaps. Then it wasn't fast enough, or it wasn't quick enough resolution. There was always something for some people that wasn't quite there, and that's for when you're at the margins, particularly on high-end, high-speed photography, you need it to be there, and this finally is.
And you've got some very nice lenses to go with it as well, haven't you? And that's the other thing, you've got some good lenses to support it.
It's a big message for the system, because the system, I mean, we were the first to bring out Micro Four Thirds, getting on for 8 years ago now, and at that time we said lenses are obviously going to be the key, because you have to match that to the body. And that's been a big priority, to get the faster lenses, particularly because if you want to go after the serious users, that's what you need.
Yeah, very much so. And you've just announced a telephoto lens recently, haven't you?
Well, there's been several over the last year, really. The 300 was a big talking point end of last year, because that's been the range that was missing for the high-end users. We've just done a 12 to 100 zoom, which was for people doing a lot of social and that kind of stuff. Is a really good lens to have. And a 25 1.2, which is my personal favourite, and that's where we start to get into the territory where the rendering for the lens is amazing.
Yeah, no, it's interesting. Well, we are, I promise, going to be stocking them. I'm sorting out with Mark what we're going to do in terms of the lens range as well to support it, but I'm just astonished at how many people I've had ask about it, so it's something has been on my list to do. Apologies we haven't done it sooner, but we will get it sorted very, very quickly. Listen, Mark, as always, thank you very much indeed.
Pleasure.